Hello, it's me again, Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, it will be about your journey to love, journey to your next relationship. If you want to know anything about what's going on between now and how you'll get to your next relationship, this is the reading for you. So we have pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. If you'd like a more in-depth personal reading, then my email is in the description box along with my Instagram account. Choose which pile resonates with you, pile 1, 2 and 3. If the messages in here isn't for you, then keep watching to see if it's for you or if it's still not for you. If not, then feel free to choose other piles. If you are attracted to more than one pile, then you feel free to choose more than one. Choose all 3 if you want, you know. So yeah, these are general readings. So if the message doesn't resonate for you, then it's not for you. Take what's for you and leave the rest behind. So yeah. Take your time, take your deep breaths while looking at the cards. See which one's for you. And we'll just get into it with pile 1. Hello, my pile 1s. This is your reading. Okay. So what's going on for you before your next relationship or finding love? So the 6 of Pentacles. Oh, you have an abundance of opportunities regarding work. It's like you need to keep creating stuff, creating things so that you're giving to others. So it's like your career is a very fulfilling career where it gives to you happiness, joy, giving you the right amount of money so that you can give to others. You have a lot of knowledge to share, so keep sharing your knowledge. Don't hold back on any knowledge that you have for yourself. Don't hold back on resources. Don't hold back on your love to give to other people. You have all you need. It's like you have an abundance of energy, so you can keep giving and giving and giving, and it's like your energy won't go to waste because you have all the energy that you need. The 6 of Swords. So some of you may be going through the transition. And Temperance. Yeah, you have an abundance of everything that you have, so just keep giving. I'm not saying give all your money away, but as I say, you have an abundance of things. That, yeah, and you have 2 6s here, so it's like you're on the right path. Don't stray off the path you're on now, because it's leading you to somewhere that you need to be, that is the right place for you to grow as a person, to feel like you're more secure. 8 of Chalices in reverse. 6 of Swords in reverse. Okay, it's a lot of reversals. Justice. And the King of Wands in reverse. Alright, so I'm getting loads of messages here. So there's the people who have an abundance of resources, love, energy, and the abundance and energy, and those who can transition from one place to the other without feeling like they're blocked by anything. And then there are those who feel like they can't get out of a situation, out of your feelings, out of your head. It's almost like you're not ready to transition, to move on, to explore yourself, to explore the world, to explore other people. So in order to get to your next relationship, in order for you to really get into that process of finding someone new to be with, then it's almost like you need to acknowledge and understand what it is that you can't move on from, that you can't explore because maybe it's too painful for you to let go of. Because with the Eight of Chalices upright, this is a person who's ready to move on, who's ready to see what's going on in the next chapter of his life, to see what else can fulfill him. But when it's reversed, he's staying where he's not needed anymore, where his energy is depleting. Same with the Six of Swords. Like this is like a mental transition, going from one headspace to the other, going from one situation to another. And it's like you're unable to do that when it's in reverse. So mentally and emotionally, you're not ready to move on. The King of Acorns. So this is optimism and innovation. Yeah, so you have all the energy you need. So this is going back to the other people that resonates with the abundance of energy. So it's like you have all that you need to go forward, to do what you want to do. You have the courage, you have the drive, you have the optimism. You know what you want, so go and get it. Help others, give to others. And that's a very fulfilling thing for you. It'll be fulfilling others' needs and your needs at the same time. Education. Yeah. So you can educate others. You can educate yourself as well. What can you learn from giving to others? What can you learn from their reactions? What can you learn from how they use what they give you? Listening. Yeah, you need to, for those who can't walk away from something, can't move on, it looks like you need to listen to yourself. Really listen to your body. So, for instance, where in your body, if you're feeling sad, where in your body do you feel that sadness? Do you feel it in your heart? Does your heart feel low? Does your heart feel like it needs uplifting? Do you have bad stomach aches? Do you have cramps? Do you have, I don't know, if you have anxiety, when was the first moment you noticed that you had anxiety? Was there a situation where it really hit off your anxiety, and then when you're around that type of situation or that type of person that really brought on that anxious state of yours, how can you work through it all? Do you need to see a counsellor? I'm sorry if this is triggering for you all. I should have mentioned that before when I was reading all these 4 cards. But this is really deep. Like, what are you holding on to? What are you storing so deep within yourself that you can't open that box to explore? Because before meeting someone, then you need to explore all of that. Solitude. Yeah, so you need to take that time out by yourself to figure all of this out. If you can, don't just sit and think. Write it all down, or record yourself talking on your phone, so that you can decipher what it is that's holding you back. Because the more you write is the more things unfold. The more you talk, the more things unfold. Because it's also, I'm feeling very squashed and very limited, very claustrophobic. And it's almost like you feel claustrophobic within yourself, because it's like you just don't want to. It's not that you don't want to, you can't get out of that trapped feeling. Pride. Yeah, quite possibly your pride's getting in the way. It could be that, or it's just real hurt from the past. Some people, you could be very prideful. It's like you don't want to explore because it's like, it's one of them things where it's like, think positively, be positive, you'll get over it. Like, how can you get over something when you haven't explored it? Getting over something means putting it behind closed doors, locking it, throwing away the key, not to be mentioned again. Personal growth. Yeah. You can grow from exploring the depths of your mind, the depth of your heart, like what's been hidden behind the door, what's been locked behind the door. Open that door, find the key to unlock the door, to open the door, to see what's behind the door. It's gathered dust, it's full of cobwebs because you've neglected that side of yourself. Clean that room out before sorting through that those heavy burdens. Can't talk. Physical activity. Yeah, probably physical activity will help you. Get outside to exercise, do some running, do some yoga, some aerobics, just to open that heart chakra. Morning, the world awaits you. Yeah, because the big wide world is out there and you can't explore it because you're feeling trapped. All of these thoughts are really dampening your enthusiasm, dampening your natural flair for life. But it's like you wake up in the morning and you think, oh God, here comes another day, You dread what comes up in the day, during the day, because there's so much hidden beneath the surface that you feel sad, you feel anxious, you probably feel angry, you probably feel depressed. Garden, something will grow from this. Yeah, you can grow when you unlock that door, when you explore what's behind the door, once you explore all those feelings, all those situations that, has gotten you to this point now. You can grow from exploring yourself. Against the grain. And what do you feel? Yeah. You don't know what you feel at the moment. So in order to really pinpoint what you feel, you need to explore it. So you can name the feelings. Naming feelings is very important. If you need to, Google, different emotions so that it's like and read through the emotions like happy, surprised, ecstatic, excited, and then see how those words make you feel, because that's a very powerful tool. Because if you feel blocked from those emotions, then you have extensive work to do to really uproot your past, to really explore your past. And for others who have an abundance of something, it's like you're going against the grain to give what you have. You're going against your parents' advice, you're going against your social constructs, like what society says that you should do, what you should or shouldn't do. You're doing what feels right for you. You're doing what makes you feel balanced, what makes you feel like you have it all together, what makes you feel like you're really expressing your true self. I'll get some more cards from here. This is a very beautiful deck. If any of this resonates, feel free to comment below so we can have a conversation about this, if you feel like you can have a conversation about this, because it's quite heavy stuff. King of Feathers, Logic and Justice. Yeah, it looks like you're like really in a good headspace for those who have an abundance of whatever they have. You're in a good headspace to go after what you want, to go against the grain, to be optimistic about things. You're in a good headspace, you're in a good spiritual space to go after what you want, to move forward, to transition, to educate yourself and others on different things. And then for others, it's a good time to be alone, to listen to yourself, to really explore yourself, to figure out how you feel. All this needs to be done before finding someone to be in a relationship with, because if you keep carrying these emotions, carrying these thought processes, it will bleed into your relationships with someone. And it's like you can't fully enjoy the relationship because you have all of these feelings that are overtaking your day, overtaking precious moments. So in a nice precious moment, you're like, oh, I feel so anxious right now. I feel so sad. Why can't I be happy right now? You can't go on different adventures because maybe you're feeling too anxious because you don't want to go too far from your home. Your home is your safe place. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, pile one. I'm sorry if this triggered you. I didn't realise it was going to be such a deep reading, but sometimes it just goes like that. It just really highlights the depth of your emotions, of your psyche. So yeah, just comment what you thought about this, like, subscribe, yeah, and I'll see you in the next video, unless you're going on to pile 2 or pile 3. So yeah, bye. Bear with me. Drink your water, people. Hydrate. Okay, so let's get into pile 2. Hi pile 2, thank you for watching. Let's get into your reading on what needs to happen or what events are happening before be getting into your next relationship, basically. Okay, so Strength, 2 of Wands. Okay, so it's looking like some of you know what you want. It's like you're looking at, oh, what do I want? How can I get there? What can I do to make this better? What can I do less so I can get there quicker? It's almost like you know what you want, but you're not pouncing for it because you're taking your time. You don't want to rush into it and get there before you're even ready to get there. Page of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so it's like you're waiting for the go ahead. You're waiting for something or someone to show up to be like, yeah, you can do this, you can do it. What are my pile twos planning? Let me know in the comment section if that resonates with you. What are you planning on doing? Because it seems like a good thing to be planning for, because it really does make you happy. It really sparks your creativity, your enthusiasm, your happiness. Because you want more, you know you want more. And this thing is the more that you want, if that makes sense. The Knave of Wands, so you got the Page of Wands and the Knave of Wands again. from the different decks. So what is it you want to do that is really sparking your interest, sparking your creativity, sparking your enthusiasm? It's like you know what you want, but how do you do it? How do you implement these things that you're thinking about? How far will it take me? Where can I go with this? But you're not gonna jump into things too quickly. Well, it's like when you do, you know, that it's like there's no stopping you. Obviously, it's something new because, well, not obviously for you, because it's the Page and the Knave, so it's something very fresh, very new, probably in the early stages of development, of planning. The Knight of Swords. Okay, so many of you are thinking, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, that's enough thinking, time to go. Like when you've done, when you feel like it's the right time, then it's time to go. And some of you aren't thinking, you're just going because you're so eager, like the Page of Wands, to get to where you want to go, to do what you want to do. The Three of Wands. Yeah, so like from all of this thinking, your vision is expanding, your horizons are broadening. Like you're really seeing the distance in which this thing that you're thinking about could go, what directions it can go into. It could be one thing or it could be many things. The King of Pentacles. Yeah, so this thing that you're really planning is going to be profitable, it's going to lead you to stability. But you need to take time to plan things out, because you have the Two of Wands and the King of Pentacles. There's no need to rush. There's no need to jump into anything. Don't rush like the Knight of Swords. Really take your time. And the King of Swords. So yeah, take your time to plan things out. Make sure you have a logical approach to things before implementing things, even though you're pretty eager, like the Knight of Swords and the Page of Wands. That's quick movement, that is. The slower you go, the better. The slower you go, the more you grow. But the quicker you go, is the less things, you know, have time to grow, because you're rushing and rushing and rushing. You need to be very methodical in what you're doing. The Nine of Acorns. Power and perseverance. Let's see. And Two of Feathers. Decisions and directions, yeah. So you have a decision to make, or many decisions, to see which direction you want to take things into, and you need to really explore your options, really explore that thing you want to implement. Like, what are the kinks, what, you know, how much money will it make you, or who can you reach with this message or this thing that you're going to put out. Golden Palace, make sure it aligns with your values. Yeah, don't go for anything that isn't inspiring for you, that doesn't align with your values, that, you know, doesn't strengthen your morals, because you'll regret it later on, because you weren't taking your time. What matters most to you with this thing that you're thinking about? Focus on what matters, because then things will tend to go further, because you're willing, you're so happy to do what you're doing. Then the message gets out so much quicker, because everyone's seeing that you're so passionate, you love this thing that you're doing. Come together. Yeah, everything's coming together. So there's a lot of two. So 2 of Wands, 2 of Feathers, and then there's two giraffes here. So it's like a decision not desperately, it really does need to be made. But once you do make that decision, everything will come together nicely. And it's not, and rushing into it, it's like you'll go further and further from your goal, because you're not planning things through as it should be done. You're not being methodical. You're not being patient. Sad embrace. Okay. Yep. Follow your dreams, because with the 2 of Wands, this woman has really thought about her dreams. Is this your dream career? Is this your dream job? Is this your, I don't know, whatever your dream is? How far can it take you, and how can you put it into practice? So that comes with writing things down, like writing down your plans, you know, going through different structures, working out how much money you need to take out for this thing to work. You know, how much profit do you need to make in the first year? I don't know, I'm just saying some random stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about. Parenting. Okay, I'm getting a different message here. Change. Yeah, because once you do start with this, what you're working on, then great change will happen, because you're enthusiastic about it, because you love what you're doing. You know, things will just change around you, your financial situation, your emotional state, your mental state, you know. Intuition, yeah. Do things intuitively. How does it feel when you, I don't know, when you look at your plans? Do you feel excited? Do you feel meh? You can do better than that if it's just meh. You can do it pile 2. You know. Okay, so yeah. Grey. Endings are inevitable. I'll get to these messages later. I'll just pull extra cards, see if I can read on top of here and then get to the bottom. Nostalgia, focus on the here and now. Lighthouse, don't doubt your worth. Yeah, so as I was saying, with the Strength card and the Golden Palace, do things that align with your values and your morals. Do not doubt that you are worth what you are doing, because you are worth it. You are worthy of what this thing is, because it's all coming together. It just needs patience. It requires patience. Rome wasn't built in a day. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. So yeah, so it's about looking at things like, I'm going to do this, but how will it look into the future? How will this fit into my future? How do I see my future? So go beyond the here and now see things 10 years into the future, 20 years into the future. Visions of life beyond death. Okay, this is a very intuitive pile. Follow your intuition, and follow your dreams, which means follow your dreams as in career dreams, or actually when you go to sleep and you have dreams, what are you seeing in your dreams? Because it's like you're receiving messages, so you can put things into practice, or just plan things out and then put them into practice. The word wants to be written. Yeah, because when you dream, you can write it all down. You can interpret your dreams. Google your dreams and see what they all mean, and then write down your vision, write down your thoughts, because when you write down things will just transform around you. Like the more you write, the deeper you go. I always say that you should write things down in every single reading, but it's true. That is some good advice right there. Follow it, pile 2. So yeah. So okay, I have the sad embrace and the 9 of acorns, which is about power and perseverance. Yeah, okay, so it's looking like you're trying to get past the situation, but you need to embrace the sadness that you feel. It's almost like you've just lost something that meant so much to you, and it's like you need to explore it so you can move past it, because if you don't embrace the feelings, then it's just always going to be there, which will pour into your next relationship, and your relationship shouldn't have those past feelings of sadness, of regret, of upset, you know. Really parent yourself through this. Really check in with yourself. If you need to eat comfort food, because that's important for your healing. Yeah, it might be unhealthy, but your body needs that comfort food. Because if you really want comfort food and then you're like, oh no, that's so unhealthy, oh I need to steer clear of that, then it's like you won't heal, because your body needs what it needs at the time. Give yourself what you need at the time, so then it's like you can move forward after that, so the feeling just isn't there anymore. Great, endings are inevitable. So yeah, you need to understand that not everything is meant to stay in our lives. Things has its seasons, people, places, situations, and they just leave us without a trace sometimes. And it's like, is that even real? Did I really experience that? But it's almost like you need to fully feel, you need to fully experience the feelings of this ending, so then you can move forward, so that you can enter your next relationship in a better headspace. Nostalgia, focus on the here and now. Like, yeah, you'll have lots of memories of this person, of this situation, but it's important to stay in the here and now. Yeah, sometimes your mind will be like, oh, let's go back to the past. But like, yeah, so where possible, focus on what you're doing. You're doing the washing up. How warm is the water? How much bubbles do you have in the sink? You know, things like that, to stay in the here and now, just so that your mind doesn't wander and then end up in that upset. And don't doubt your worth. Yeah, you are worthy. It's because it's almost like with the sad embrace, you're wondering, oh, why did this happen to me? Am I not worth good things? Am I not worth this? Am I not worth that? But just know that you are worth it. Don't doubt yourself. Don't hurt yourself by saying those unkind words to yourself. And that's where the parenting comes in, because you can pull yourself up. When you start thinking in that way, then that's when it's time to bring the inner mom, the inner dad out to support you. Yeah. So for this bottom reading, the things that need to happen before finding your next relationship, before ending up in your next relationship, is to work through the hurt, work through the sadness, embrace the sadness, work through it and let it go, move on from it, because you know that things has their seasons, and to stay in the here and now and parent yourself. And for others, it's about working on what you've been working on, basically, and work through it slowly. No rushing into things, because that's when things are rushed and not done properly. You need to have the patience, because things will come together. And don't doubt your worth as well. As I said in this bottom bit here, know your worth and add tax, as they say. Yeah, follow your dreams, as in your dream career, or just follow your dreams, as in when you sleep at night. Yeah, so this is quite an intuitive pile. You need to follow your intuition before meeting someone to form a next relationship in, because things are or will be changing for you. It's just things haven't been written down yet. Things haven't began to transform yet. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, pile 2. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can email me. Email is in the description box. Thank you, and see you in the next video, or at pile 3. Water, and then get to pile 3. Hi pile 3. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. So this is your reading. So this will be what needs to happen before ending up in your next relationship. Sorry. Okay, so here we go. The Emperor. What are you planning on doing? You're going to create a business. The Wheel. Yeah, so what you're planning on doing, it's like it will lead you into a new cycle of life and going into different transitions in your life. The Eight of Swords and the Chariot. Okay. So I'm seeing that it's like you're very fired up by something. Yeah, you're so fired up, but you need to, to mold that energy into putting a plan in action, strategizing, You know, how can you move forward with this thing if you haven't put a plan in motion? Without plans, things can just feel a bit hectic, because the Chariot knows what direction he's heading in. He knows exactly where he's going. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows the right speed to go in, and that's because he's taken the time to plan. He's taken the time to calculate his moves so that he can go at the correct speed, so that he can go in the correct directions. Because if not, if he didn't do that, then the horses will be going one way and the other horse will be going the other, and then this man will be quite flustered because he hasn't got anything in written in stone, you know. So you can transition into something different. I hope this is making sense. Comment if it is. 9 of Chalices. The King of Chalices. 10 of Chalices. It's a lot of chalices. And Queen of Chalices. Ooh. Okay, so whatever this thing is, you really care for this. Okay, is this for some people? It's probably a family business, because we have the 10 and the 9 of Chalices, which is very family orientated, and the Queen and King of Chalices, which makes me think that it's like the whole family, like even mom and dad, kids, aunties, uncles. I don't know if he's going that far down, but you know, it's something you really care for. Like, you really nurture this thing that you're planning to do, what the direction you're going into. But it needs nurturing. You can't just go like the Chariot with no direction in place, because it wouldn't be very wise. I feel like this is a big warning card. Don't just go. Plan your moves first. I'm really feeling like this needs to be reiterated again and again, because it's just so in my face right now. Yeah. But like, it's very worth your time, your energy to put into this situation that you're going into or you're in now. It's very emotionally fulfilling. 10 of Crystals, stability and attainment. Okay, so what you're working on now, it will lead to future happiness. So whatever you're working on now, keep working on it so that it can lead you to your next relationship. It's almost like once it's reached a stable place, then that's when your next relationship, your next partner can be invited into your life, because it's like it can't happen before it's time, because you need to go in this direction alone or with your family. So for some people it's alone, some people it's with the family. I don't know why I'm feeling family business, but that's what I'm feeling. 8 of Crystals, dedication. Yeah, you'll be dedicated like the 7 of the Chariot, sorry. Yeah, once the Chariot knows where he wants to be, he'll get there in the end, no matter what obstacles are in the way. But with this, it looks like there's no obstacles. But if things do feel hard, you'll be able to push through it all because you're dedicated to it. You really want this to happen, and maybe you planned for it. You planned for the good times and the hard times. So it's not going to be so hard when you enter the hard times, because you've already planned for it. Coming apart. Okay, I've got different messages here. follow the leader. Yeah. So, as I was saying before, some people could be heading into a family business or something to do with the family anyway. And it's like the older people in this business, if it is a business, it's like they're saying what needs to be done and it will be done. Yeah, someone needs to take the lead with the Emperor. He's a good leader. People listen to him because he knows what he's doing. So be sure to listen to the leader. I think that's a very specific message for some people. Make sure you follow those who know what's going on, those who have really planned for something. Field of Dreams. So yeah, I'm seeing that you definitely need to nurture this thing that you're working on, that you're working towards. Really give it the time that it needs, give it the energy that it needs, give it the love that it needs. Oops. Magic prayer. Yeah, some of you have even manifested this thing that's coming in or has come in already. It's like you knew what you wanted, and you really gave it out to the universe, like, bring this to me and I will be the happiest person alive, basically. Rescue. Nature. Patience. Yeah, this requires patience because, as I said before, you can't, it's not like you can know what you want and then just go. This is something that's long-term planning, something that you need direction on. So you need that patience and you need that stamina to keep up with. Maybe things will be moving fast because we have the wheel here. So it's like the more you go onto your journey is the more things will change, will keep shifting, will keep moving. Love partnership. Okay, yeah, so I'm seeing that some people are already in a relationship. So for some people in my pile 3, it's like your relationships will grow stronger. It's almost like there's a lot of understanding, a lot of harmony. It's like you understand each other because you take the time to really water each other. Like, say, if there's a dying plant, I don't know why I've got that example, but if there's a dying plant and you look up on Google, okay, so what does this plant need? It needs to be watered once a week. So you keep watering it once a week. And it's like you're taking that time to really nurture that plant. And it looks like that's what's going on with your relationship here, if you are in a relationship. Stars, you can manifest every wish. Yeah, so what was I saying with the magic prayer? You've been manifesting this thing. And it's almost like your wish is being granted, or your manifestations are coming in. And it's like, how can I incorporate this into my life? How can I move forward with this? So you need to make the plans. Raindrops, take a chance on them. I'll get to the extra messages down below. I'll just continue reading this. Clover, release guilt. Relax the hold of the darkness and be of cause. And what you want wants you. Okay, yeah, so I'm seeing with the magic prayer, with the patience card, with the stars, you can manifest everything you wish. the wheel, the chariot, the emperor. So like, because you manifested it and it's coming in, then it means that it is for you, because what you want wants you. So even, it doesn't even matter how long it takes. It doesn't really matter, because you'll always end up where you're supposed to be, because you want it and that thing wants you too. So we have 2 here, which is about partnership, which is about stability, which is about, you know, everything coming together. So it will come together eventually. But for now, you just need to plan. I hope all this is making sense. I feel like I'm going all over the place. Okay, so for the additional messages down below. Okay, so you're wondering, some people are wondering, oh, is this person right for me? Should I really take a chance? It's like there's a lot of overthinking, because maybe you don't see that you're worthy of this person or this situation, or it's like the past is holding you back because, you know, you've been through stuff. But if you relax your hold on the past, if you relax your hold on these negative thinking, negative thoughts, sorry, then it's like you'll be able to see what's in front of you, because with this picture, this woman can't see because she's blindfolded and like she's all tied up because of how much she's thinking about this. Just don't think, just do, because it seems like it's the right thing to take a chance. Clover, release the guilt. Okay, so with the 8 of Swords and her thinking and thinking, can't escape from her thoughts, release that guilt, you know, relax your hold on it, because you feel guilty. You know, what's guilt going to do? It's just going to keep holding you back. It's just going to put you in a box. You know, you're not going to go anywhere if you're constantly feeling guilty. You know, what you're feeling guilty about, people will probably not be thinking about it, and you're guilty over nothing. You're worried over nothing. You're annoyed over nothing. You're thinking about nothing, but it's like it means everything to you because you experienced it. How can you release your guilt? How can you release your sadness, your anxiety over something, and just be, so that you can take more chances? Yeah, coming apart. So just move away from this. So it's like you're separating yourself from the guilt, because it's like it's just taking over everything. You need to end the relationship with your guilt or your sadness. Fully explore it with yourself or someone who's trusting of you. Yeah, because we have 2 people in each card. So express your thoughts to your friend, to a friend. It's like, don't get too many people involved. They could possibly help you release these unhelpful thoughts so that you can move away from it. You can break up with these thoughts. Get outside. So it's like it's almost like you're sat indoors all day, every day, and you don't get any fresh air to really go outside to get fresh air, so you can think differently. Because once you go outside and you're walking through a park or somewhere with lots of greenery, you start to think differently, because you're being mindful of the things that are around you. You get out of your own head, and that's so important for you, so you can see what's in front of you. You can save yourself by, you know, talking to a friend, understanding that if you feel guilty by something, but others probably don't even remember what's happened, You're just holding on to it. So before you enter your next relationship, make sure you release your guilt, your sadness, your overthinking, because that could prevent you from having a close bond with this person, because that thing that happened 2 years ago, it's still on your mind, it's still making you feel guilty, and then it will make you question whether you're really worth being in this relationship with someone, because why should I be in this situation, in this relationship, when I did this thing 2 years ago? It's not for me, you know. So make sure you do the work to understand these feelings, these thoughts, so that you can welcome this new relationship into your life. And with others, it's about strengthening the relationship you already have. You know, nurturing it more, creating more understanding between you. And for others, it's putting a plan into action, but being patient with those plans. So it's not like you just going and going and going. Once you know that what you want, you just need to make a plan and be dedicated to that plan, and don't steer away from that plan before your next relationship. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, pile 3. Comment down below if it made any sense to you, if it resonated with you. And if you'd like a personal reading, my email is in the description box. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.